Hello everyone, welcome to my kitchen. I'm Valmore. Today I'm bringing you a recipe from the Elder Scrolls Cookbook. Spanning much of the land of Skyrim is a large river teeming with fish, which makes fish a very common meal for any of the inhabitants of the region. And a baked fish with some herbs is delicious, but the nobles of the land prefer it baked in a pastry shell. And this is what I'll be bringing you today. This is baked White River Salmon. Let's get started. So I'm going to be making my own puff pastry for this. It is the same recipe I used for the Heroes Feast video of hogs and bedrolls. I'll leave a link in the description to the recipe and where I found it. But that's going to start with flour, salt, and I'm just going to give those a quick mix. And now I'm going to put in cold butter and tossing everything to coat it. Now I'm going to add in some cold water and stir everything until it comes together. Now I am going to form that into a ball. And now I'm going to flatten it into a disc, wrap it in plastic, and pop it in the refrigerator for an hour. And now that that's ready to go, I'm going to roll it out into a rectangle. And now I'm going to fold it in on itself and roll it again. And I'm going to fold it again. And I'm going to do this probably 3 more times. And now I am going to wrap it up in plastic. And I'm going to put that in the fridge. You want to put it in the fridge for at least 2 hours, but overnight is better. So I'll see you tomorrow. And for this recipe, I'm going to dice up some carrots and some leeks. Now in a pan with butter, I'm going to add in the leeks and the carrot. I'm going to mix that around, and I'm just going to let these cook until they soften. Now that that has softened up, I am going to add in some heavy cream and some storm cloak seasoning, which is dill, fennel, grains of paradise, and mustard. And I'm just going to stir all that together until the cream reduces just a bit. I'm also going to add in some pepper. And now I'm going to add in some Parmesan cheese. Then I'm going to stir that in, take this off the heat, and let it cool for a few minutes. Now I'm going to roll out my puff pastry into a rectangle. Now I'm going to sprinkle on a little bit more of the storm cloak seasoning, and then I am going to put my salmon on. And then I'm going to put on my leek mixture, and now I'm going to fold it over. Forgot the part where I want to brush this with some egg. Now I'll fold it back over and brush these edges with egg as well. Now with the seam side down, I'm going to score this and then finish it with some more egg wash. And that's going to go in the oven for about 30 minutes. So this was very good. The leeks and carrots combined together for an incredibly flavorful sauce. The fish was perfectly cooked, and the puff pastry was buttery and flaky, just how you want it to be. And when you got a whole bite of everything, it just came together so well. The only thing I might suggest is to put a little bit of seasoning directly on the fish. Like I said, when you got a bite of everything, it came together very well. But if some of the fish was out on its own, it needed a little salt. I hope you enjoyed. You can follow me on Instagram or Twitter at chef_Valmore. The links will be in the description below. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and come on back next week for another recipe.